Hello and welcome to The Hero Spouse. I'm Kendra Ruth, here to answer one of your questions about marriage and midlife crisis. Today we have Zoe. Zoe has a date of marriage of 2016, a date of bomb drop of May 6th, 2021. She has a high energy replayer who is a clinging boomerang. She says that he's back with the alienator. They were seen together a week or so ago, and this is true, even after she accused him of rape and drove him to overdose. I confronted him. He knows that I know. I've not contacted him since. He knows that I won't be a part of his life while she is. Good. Our 9-year-old son has stopped talking to him. It was his choice. He's disgusted. He's called me a few times. He asked if he thought he should ring the police and warn them that he's going to dump her in case she accuses him of something else. I said the fact he even had to consider that should be enough to tell him it's toxic. He should never have gotten involved in it again. He also said he recorded the conversation where she admits the rape allegation was all lies. Again, I said the fact that he has to record conversations with someone he's meant to be in a relationship with should tell him enough. I don't think this will last long. Am I doing the right thing not being there to help him this time? If he ends it, should I help and support him? Should I help and support him or keep my distance? So right now you are doing the right thing. He has to figure this out by himself because this could repeat for a while. Your bomb drop is 18 months ago about. And that is still early in, and limerence is still holding fast, and she's probably using some emotional blackmail as well as other threats that tell him it's toxic while at the same time telling him, I can't do this because she'll harm me by making accusations, harm me by physically harming me, whatever. He's been threatened. He's under threat. So there's emotional blackmail, and then there's the regular blackmail. He's scared, but he's also limerent, and he's going to keep going back. So he might do it again and again. He might not. Yes, it's toxic, but remember that he's in midlife crisis, and so he doesn't have the strength to withstand that, and so he will go into what's easiest. Should you help him? You're doing the right thing now with setting the boundary of I'm not having a relationship with you. I'm not having you in my life. I won't be a part of this while she's there. Perfect. Keep that up. Now, that's an exit clause kind of no contact boundary. What that means is you may contact me when. I don't usually use the word if. I use when or until, because that sets it up as a fact that it will end, his relationship with her. When you are done with her, when you break up with her, when she is no longer a part of your life at all, or until, same thing. So it's an exit clause. He always needs to know that there is an out to this no contact. So then when he does that, let's say he contacts you and says, okay, I have left her. What then? That's your next question is, should I help and support him if he ends it or when he ends it? Yes, but you have to determine the level of it. No, you shouldn't come in and enable or rescue him, sweep him away, and protect him from her. There is a level of support and help that you give him. What you do is you say, okay, we may remove the no contact boundary. You are allowed to now contact me. And what you do with that contact, you have to determine because there's still boundaries set up there. Will you help him if he says, oh my gosh, I need somewhere to hide because I'm afraid she's coming? You need to determine the level of threat that is. In other words, when my best friend was in a high conflict and violent marriage and she called her parents and said, he's banging on or he's coming over, he knows we're home. Her parents said, yeah, come on over, we'll protect you. If it's that kind of thing, yeah. But no, you don't want to be the place that he can stay over because he's just hiding from her. He needs to figure it out. So you have to determine what level of support that is. But yes, you're allowed to give some. It is okay. I want first him to know that, is it a reward or a consequence? Same thing maybe in this case, for ending the relationship. One of the reasons he may end it, not only is that because it's toxic, but because he can get back with you. So his reward is I can contact my wife. Give him that, but you don't give him everything. He still needs boundaries. You can talk to him. You can be a listening ear, but then you also have to determine when, okay, you know what? It's a little too much for me. And you don't say, I'm not your therapist, but this is something that's above my pay grade. I am grateful or thank you for sharing with me, but I don't know how. I don't have the kind of training to help you through this, and I'm personally too close to it because it hurts me like it hurts you, and I get stuck with you. I get stuck, and then I help you stay stuck, and I don't want to do that. So he may not understand those things, but you are allowed to show your hand. This isn't a game of poker where you're hiding it. So you can tell him, I'm doing this for why. I'm doing this because I'm afraid that if we move too fast, that it won't work, or we'll skip some of the important steps. He needs some professional help. But you are allowed to be there for him, be a listening ear. You're allowed to say, you know what, I think you need to find some counseling. But what was the important part of that I said? You, saying to him, you need to find counseling, or you need to find the therapist. In other words, you don't do the research for him. You don't go on to DocFind for him, make him a list. I'm saying that because I did that. I made the lists, and there's a level where you can say, okay, I've got the time, I've got the list, but he's got to take the step to do some of it. He's got to drive himself there. He needs to make the appointment. He needs to pick which person. So determine your level of help. But there is a small amount that you can do. Yes, he needs it. You need it. Okay. I hope this is helpful. And I will see everybody in the next question.